Hey, welcome back, and so sorry. It's been crazy at Blossom Valley. Just have not had the chance to get a video out. So these are the cherries in full bloom. Here's a glimpse of where the boat's at. So just getting there, and we've got some even more recent ones which are going to come up in next week's video. A little bit of the interior. There's the kitchen in. You'll see that in this video. But wow, sorry, been just too busy to get it back. Okay everybody, so day one of Blossom Valley, woohoo! Last night was the opening. Ambassador came out, beautiful night, flat calm, you can hear it's not now. Anyway, there's the blossom that's out, but overall I'd have to say the blossom's not actually behaving itself. This time last year we've been open for a week, and look at that. Probably 10% of the tree in flower. Mind you, the top paddock up here, it's often like that. There's a lot more flower down below. So yesterday we emailed all the people that were coming today, and the message there is, come on out, the gardens still look beautiful, but for any reason, if you're not happy, then just come back another day on us. So day two of Blossom Valley, welcome. Come around here, hopefully you'll notice a difference in pink. Blossom's starting to come out. It's probably about 30% there, so you can imagine how pink it's going to get. But wow, did we have a storm last night. See the tui up there, see them moving around? They're going to be arriving on their masses. Oh, another one just flew through. Yeah, storm last night, crikey, 110, 120 kilometre per hour winds. What's that, about 70 knots? It's pretty wild. Luckily at this time of the year the blossom doesn't come off in the wind, it hangs on for dear life. But a couple of weeks from now you get winds like that, man, it's like snowdrift going through. But there you go, and look at that, Prunus yaodensis Awanui. Now just have a look at the flowers and then look at the buds. So the buds are at elongated peduncle stage. Some of the flowers are out, not in full bloom yet, a lot of them sort of only half open, but I reckon about a third of that branch is flower, with the other 2/3 to come. Look at that one. Just reminds you all the time. See a little canopy of pink above me? Lots more to come yet. It's just getting pinker and pinker every day. And at the end of, hopefully today actually, end of day 2 video, I've got our social media persons put together of the opening night, and I mean that just went so well. The Taikosa drummers were so well received, and we've had a lot of comments. People are really excited by it, and there's been a lot of posting on social media, so you can just start getting a sense now of that pink canopy. And of course the boat, well, what's happening with the boat? So I got in touch with Drew yesterday and I've asked for another maybe walkthrough, so we can see where things are at there, and perhaps some photos. So I'm just going to shut up now.
So that's where Blossom Valley's at. But of course what you're all here to see is the boat, AwanuiNZ, progressing nicely in Telgren factory in Tuzla, Istanbul, Turkey. So probably doesn't look like much happens from these photos, but it's all happening inside. Lots getting ready now, and they're still holding to a November finish. So the big news this week is Mark, me, I'm heading over on the 3rd of November, and I won't be coming back till Blossom Valley next year in August. Here's a great view of the galley, and it's all been dry fitted, so it's got to go in, then it comes out. Once they know it's going to fit, gets painted and gets refitted, and that's just the frustration of the first build. So bear with us on this. I think you're going to find in the next couple of weeks some amazing photos. All of a sudden this cabinetry will be fitted back into the boat, and then its appliances, all the plumbing gear goes in, the wiring, and you know what? Then she's not far from being finished. So I'm picking 1 December. I'm going to hang on to 1 December. But they're still saying November. Fiona thinks about Christmas time, so we may not see Fiona over in Turkey until then. Christopher, our son's going to be over there, so we're going to do a bit of sightseeing, and I may have a mate coming over to stay with me for a few days as well. So, you know what? It actually feels like it's going to happen. There's the pilot house bunk area. Plan is for me to be spending a few nights in there when we're on night crossings. Fiona at the helm, and here's the main cabin. Fiona's in my cabin, everything's out being painted, and that'll be back and fitted soon. So you know what, it is really happening, getting quite exciting. Blossom Valley coming to an end. I mean, it's been crazy over here. Looks like about 28,000 people through. The weather was just awful. But after that, which is what we always expected, it's going to be back to the boat, and then you'll be getting videos galore from on the boat, hopefully the finished boat. Next week, we'll look at the blossom. It's all out, and honestly, this year's flowering was just incredible. So there will be a little bit more of that for you to suffer through if you're not the flower type. I hear the comments, people saying, come on, we want more of the boat. There's only so many photos you can show of a boat being built. Once we get over there, there's going to be tons of video, tons of photos once we set sail. So here's a wee glimpse coming up of this week's boat photos. Hull and deck securely together. A little bit of work starting to be done in the pilot house. They're doing a dry fit again. That's going to have to go out. Gets painted and goes back in. It's all starting to happen. Hang on in there and we'll get more to you. Bye bye.